Everyone thinks the Alen BreatheSmart 75i is just an overpriced box that moves air, but here is the thing. The 75i behaves less like a fan and more like a whole-room air manager, because its smart sensor actually changes behavior in real time, and the filter targets 0.1 micron particles and odors at a molecular level. That combo matters more than a flashy CADR number. I put it to the test for 3 weeks in a busy, open-plan home, and what I discovered flipped my expectations, especially around odor control and sleep quality. Stick with me because the biggest surprise came at night, not during the day. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you are already leaning in and want the best current price, I have the link below. But hang on, because there are a couple of gotchas I found that you should know before you click. Setup. My situation was a perfect storm: 2 cats, a toddler, a small open kitchen that smokes up during stir-fry nights, and we are right off a traffic-heavy street. Spring pollen is brutal, and wildfire season has become a thing where I live. I had already tried 2 cheaper purifiers in tandem. They helped with dust, but they either hummed like a fridge, did nothing for cooking odors, or sat in auto mode pretending everything was fine while the house smelled like last night's fish. I wanted one unit that could handle the main living space without shouting over the TV, and that would not fall apart when smoke drifted in. The Alen BreatheSmart 75i kept coming up, despite the sticker shock, at around $664 and a 4.4 average rating on Amazon. I was skeptical. Marketing promises are easy, real-world living is not. Confrontation and testing. First, the cooking smoke test. I purposely did a high-heat stir-fry with the vent off. My indoor PM 2.5 spiked to triple digits on my particle meter, and the 75i's ring jumped from blue to purple within seconds. In auto, the fan ramped aggressively. On turbo, PM 2.5 dropped under 10 micrograms per cubic meter in about 16 minutes and settled around 2-3 within 25 minutes. The kitchen odor that used to linger for hours was basically gone in under half an hour with the HEPA odor filter. That is the carbon working alongside the medical-grade H13 media rated for 0.1 micron particles. But then I wondered, was that just a cooking fluke? Pet and diaper duty. I tested it near the litter box area, and yes, the diaper pail. Short version, the ammonia funk was noticeably reduced within 20 minutes. My VOC sensor showed a drop from a smoky 1.1 mg/m3 equivalent to roughly 0.20.3. Your numbers will vary, but the perceived smell difference was dramatic. But then I noticed something else. Most purifiers get loud when they get effective. On speed 2, measured 6 feet away, I saw mid-20s dBA on my meter, and the sound character is pink noise, which is a lower, softer hum. That matters for fatigue, overnight performance. I moved it to the bedroom for 2 nights. With the door closed, speed 1 stayed quiet enough that I forgot it was on. Pink noise is not a gimmick. It sits in a lower octave that blends into the background. SleepScore Labs tested this model and found sleep benefits, and anecdotally, I fell asleep faster the nights I used it. But here is where it gets interesting. Auto mode did not bounce up and down randomly like some smart sensors. It nudged up briefly when I brought the cat in and then settled back down. No breathing lag anxiety. Wildfire practice run. On a hazy day where outdoor AQI hovered around 150, I cracked a window to simulate infiltration. The 75i held my indoor PM 2.5 under 8 for hours in roughly 700 square feet of open space. That is where the 75i's powerful fan earns its keep. Alen markets up to 2,800 square feet, which in practice means lighter air exchanges. In my testing, it is stellar for 601,000 square feet if you want rapid cleanups and steady low readings. But then the trade-offs surfaced. It is physically big, it is not feather-light to move, and the odor filter replacements are not cheap. Also, the unit I tested has smart sensor and auto, but no native app control. If you want a tweak from your phone, that could bug you. Discovery. The single most surprising thing was how well the 75i manages the air for you without babysitting. I spent over 30 hours across 3 weeks testing different scenarios, and the pattern held. Keep it on auto and it quietly hunts for clean. It was not the raw airflow that won me over, it was the discipline. It ramped hard when it should, then dropped to a barely there whisper once the sensor ring moved from purple to blue. Compared to my expectations, odors were the big win. The HEPA odor filter genuinely neutralized kitchen and pet smells faster than the Blue Air 211i Max I have in another room. which is great for particles but less assertive with lingering cooking odors unless you stack carbon. Versus the Kuwait Air Mega 400 series, the Alen's noise character is gentler at similar output, and the 0.1 micron rating is a comfort during smoke season. Is it too good to be true? Not quite. Filter costs add up and the footprint is real. But if you are tired of half measures, this is the first premium purifier I used that felt like a whole room solution instead of a corner accessory. Now that you know the auto mode and odor performance are the real story, the smart move is to grab it before smoke and allergy season drives prices up and filters go on backorder. I linked the best current price and the odor filter variant in the description so you can check availability. Bottom line, if you have a large living area, cook often, have pets or diapers in the mix, or you live with seasonal smoke and traffic pollution, the Alen BreatheSmart 75i earns its premium price. It is quiet, the smart sensor is actually smart, and the HEPA odor filter does what it says. Skip it if you are outfitting a tiny bedroom or you demand app control. For everyone else who is done juggling 2 or 3 smaller units, this is the one-box fix. Here is what nobody tells you: clean air is not just about power, it is about behavior. And the 75i is one of the few that behaves right.